In any industry, there are good DSOs and bad DSOs. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a DSO in North Carolina that got into a little bit of trouble based on some of the ways that they were operating and some of the ways that they were set up. So to be a regulatory compliant DSO, a dentist owner has to own the practice. So there's different ways to get in with that, and PC ownership in every state's a little bit different, and we could make 1,000 videos just on DSO regulatory compliance in itself. But long story short, a dentist has to own the dental clinic, so they have to be involved in the day-to-day. They have to do certain things, all of that, and North Carolina is the strictest of all states in terms of their DSO regulations. So what I found really interesting is there's a and she's actually an Indiana dentist that owns a couple practices in North Carolina. She just had originally she had a 2-year suspension on her license. They just took that away, and she's now under a 5-year probationary period where they have to use an independent CPA firm and basically an independent dental management company. So she was using a company called L2 Dental Management, and she was being paid as a consultant, but she wasn't really involved in the day-to-day business operations, and that's a big red flag. And how even the complaint started with the North Carolina Dental Board is this. I'm going to flip the camera around, but you can specifically see that there was a complaint about the autoclave spore testing, which again, that's sterilization 101, and the manager complained of only talking to Dr. Alex one time before this investigation started. So again, if you're going to be the dentist owner, you have to be involved in the day-to-day operations. You have to be, again, doing all of those things. Chart audits, all of the clinical aspects still have to be approved and run through the owner dentist. So that is where this investigation started, and that is why Dr. Sonia Alex got into some trouble. One other little factoid that I find very interesting is here in the state of Indiana, Dr. Sonia Alex works for Gentle Dentist, which that is a DSO under the Mortensen Dental brand here in the state. They have about 200 offices kind of in the Midwest. I found it interesting that the DSO that Dr. Sonia Alex used for other states was L2 Dental Management. And their brand that some of you guys might be familiar with is Destiny Dental. So I'm starting to ramble a little bit now, but really just found this article really interesting. I'll link the whole article in the comment section below. Please find that and comment what jumps off the page at you guys. But again, I felt like I had to report on this story. One, because the dentist that got into a little bit of hot water is an Indiana dentist. And again, just as we continue to talk about DSOs and there being good and bad DSOs, you can't judge everybody. All on the same basis. Again, there's good and bad. The fact that Dr. Alex literally talked with their manager one time before this investigation starts, and there were spore testing issues, blows my mind, because that is something that we would never let sit even for a minute. So comment below, let us know what you guys think, but I figured you guys would find it very interesting.